The thing that really fascinates me about Episode 9 by J.J. Abrams is, of course, the revolutionary technology that they will be using in this film, and of course, the tons of twists and turns as well as surprises that they will be implementing in the overall story. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that I'm truly looking forward to seeing in this film is, of course, the character of Luke Skywalker. I think a lot of you guys out there could agree that that is one of the more, I guess you could say, interesting points right now about Episode 9, is exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to use the character of Skywalker in the form of flashbacks, visions, dream sequences, a Force ghost, etc. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. Now, what's really interesting has all to do with one of the techniques in order to create a younger version of Mark Hamill and or Luke Skywalker by Disney and Lucasfilm. Now, they're actually using a lot of footage from Return of the Jedi and The Empire Strikes Back in order to use that actual version of Mark Hamill in order to create a full CG version of Luke Skywalker in his younger years in Episode 9. While Mark Hamill in present day will be recording new lines for the CG version of Luke Skywalker, where they will actually modify his voice in order to make it sound younger. So I can see what they're trying to do, because we do know that there are going to be multiple versions of Luke Skywalker in this movie. You know, we got the Force Ghost version, we got the vision/dream sequence version of Luke Skywalker, and we also have this full CG version of Luke in the movie now, by use of course, referencing the footage from the Force, or should I say from Return of the Jedi, and of course in The Empire Strikes Back. So how they're trying to do all of this, you know, we can look at a great example over in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, when we see General Leia, or should I just say Princess Leia at the time. At the very end of that movie, I would have to say that what they did with the full CG Leia was pretty convincing, but keep in mind, they also had an actual actress playing the character of Leia, and they CG'd the face over her. Now, this version of Luke Skywalker is going to be a full CG character, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to look on the big screen. We do know that they are using revolutionary CGI technology in Star Wars Episode 9, which, by the way, this technology is going to be carried over into the new trilogy being created by the creators of Game of Thrones, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. So, the thing that really does excite me about all of this is that Mark Hamill will be doing the voiceover work for the younger version of Luke Skywalker in order to give us new dialogue of a young Luke after the events of Return of the Jedi. So you can see how optimistic they really are. You can also see how ambitious they really are when it comes to the story, as far as really trying to introduce these crazy ideas to the fans, as far as delivering a lot of, you know, Luke Skywalker moments go in this movie. And after all, it is the final Skywalker saga film, so it seems like they're really trying to go all out with this movie. Now, we do know that Mark Hamill will also be receiving de-aging technology. On top of all of the other scenes, a specific scene will also involve Mark Hamill using this de-aging technology that'll make him appear a little bit younger. Not entirely young, but younger, per se. However, the CG version of Luke Skywalker / Mark is going to be a full-on young version of Luke Skywalker after the events of Return of the Jedi, where Mark Hamill is going to be doing all of the voiceover work. So I think that all the different versions of Luke that we are getting in this movie, and all the different techniques that they are applying here, just shows that they are really trying their very best in order to be very unique with this movie, and to kind of also show this new technology that they have in store for Episode 9 that they will also be using for future Star Wars films, such as the new trilogy. So that's another thing to truly look forward to. It's not just about the story and the twists and turns and the cameos that are coming into this film, but it's also this new technology and the new techniques that they are using in order to create very exciting experiences that are really going to resonate with fans and may very well serve as classic moments. You know, to me, if you look at, you know, the 80s and the 90s, you can see how visual effects have really evolved over the years. I mean, one of the biggest leaps in, CGI technology was Terminator 2, where we got the T-1000, and that was a huge step in CG back in the day. And now they're going to do something to that level, where it's really going to make a jump and make a difference in the actual film industry, that a lot of other actual companies can actually use that technology or emulate that tech in order to do something very similar. So I think that we're now coming to an age where we can just recreate all these different characters, and not only that, this also opens up the possibilities of creating a young Luke Skywalker limited TV series on Disney+. I think that would be a fantastic idea. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.